You're the only one for me. You're the only one I need. I'll come back and hit it again and again and again. Touch me, tease me, feel me and caress me. Hold on tight and don't let go. Baby, I'm about to explode. I'm gonna so my love you can't go. All you gotta do is hold on tight and don't let go. Let people know your name, where you from, and your Instagram so they can follow you.
Alright, my name is James Williams. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, but I live in Pennsylvania right now.
Hell yeah.
My Instagram is DJWillie.
Another Willie in the building. So here's what we're gonna do, man. It's gonna be simple. I got 3 questions for you.
Right.
You get all 3, I'm gonna send you $20. You only get 2, I'm gonna send you $5. And if you only get 1, I'm sending you $1. And you got 7 seconds to answer each question. Jay Willie, are you ready, man? Are you ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're gonna start it off with the $1 question. First question. I need you to name just the title of 2 studio albums, not mixtapes, that Tory Lanez put out.
All right. Right now?
Right now.
Memories Don't Die. I Told You. Chicks Tape is.
You got it. Yep. Chicks Tape 5. Okay. No, you got that one. You got that. You murdered it. That was the softball. You know what I mean? That was the throw up. Let's just kind of see what you got there. Okay, you got that. Good job on that one. Next question. This is the $5 question right here. Jay Willie, who was the first artist to publicly beef with Tory Lanez? The very first artist to publicly beef with Tory Lanez.
Don Q, I think. Do I have multiple?
It's multiple. But who was the very first?
Drake, I think, or.
Okay, so you just said 2 artists. I need it's between one of those 2. Give me one.
I think it was Drake.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. They did do diss tracks. They did. You're right. Nah, you was on it. I was wondering which one you was gonna go with on that one, but definitely. Yeah. All right. $20 question right here, big dog. $20 question. I got faith in you. Here we go. It's a true or false question. So you just say if it's true or if it's false.
Okay, so
all right. True or false? Early in his career, Tory Lanez, that is, he was discovered and mentored by Jamie Foxx. Is that true or false?
I think that's false.
Is that your final answer?
My heart's racing, bro. Yeah, I think that's false because he said in one of his songs. I think it's false.
We're gonna go with false, and you are absolutely correct, brother. You got it. Great job, brother. He was mentored by Sean Kingston. So you got it. You got it, man. God damn, Jay Willie. You breezed through this. You are definitely an ultimate Tory Lanez fan. And I'm going to make sure I do everything I can to make sure he sees this and can get some love from you. I need, what you got? Do you have Cash App or Venmo? What you working with?
I have Venmo and Cash App. I don't really remember the names of it, but I can text it to you.
Yeah, text it to me, man. Text it to me so I can get that over to you ASAP, man. You did your thing. I appreciate it, dog. And look, man, I wish you good endeavors. I'm about to crack into this album and see what's up. Stay connected with me, man.
All right, appreciate it, bro.
Hell yeah, I'm digging the vibes in there too, man. Look like you got a studio up in that bitch.
I kind of do, but it's not as good as my other studio, but I got a little
shit. And let's stay connected, dude. Good to talk to you, man. And it's on it popping.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Gone. Be Monday. We start this thing off the right way, the correct way. Today we got we got Tory Lanez. My first Tory Lanez album that I've ever really listened to was the Chicks Tapes. You know, the Chicks Tapes was a all the way vibe. Canadian. Did out of Brampton, Canada. Sean Kingston kind of discovered this guy and mentored him, which is a great mentor to have. Sean Kingston is super talented. It makes all the sense in the world that he got to him early. He traveled around a bit when he came into the U.S. From Florida to Atlanta. So he's another one of those kind of mix-ups who, when he was young and bouncing around, he got a lot of cultures and things involved. But then he ended up signing with Sean Kingston through an Interscope venture, obviously. And then he puts out a bunch of mixtapes until he puts out his debut studio album in 2016, I Told You So, which I've never heard. We'll go back and do our homework. We just got a latest drop from him. It's called Playboy. Released under One Umbrella Records. It's a big music and art war going on because it's a lot of people starting to own their own shit, and you know it's a hardball game being played right now. I got 12 songs by the boy. Let's jump into this.
I hope you find somebody more toxic. And y'all go through way more arguments than we did. Y'all go through way more arguments than needed. You better give him the same fucking treatment.
Ooh, just starting off in the toxic shit. In that just like possessive, we broken up, but if I find out you fucking with somebody, I'm on your ass type of song. That I miss you shit when I shouldn't. This is why the ex is always a problem. It's like you almost rather motherfucker fuck a new person than the ex, because it's like it's always something there. It's a little unfinished business. Somebody always somebody left something with probably shouldn't have been left. It's tough too. He's speaking from that position of like when you famous and you can have almost any girl you really want, but like literally that one is you can't get over the hump. And life is like that. You start thinking like you care really about the whole world, but when it really comes down to the brass tacks, it's only a few people that you care about their opinion. You really don't care about that many people's opinion unless they bring in some value to your shit. Needless to say, this is a really good opening song. It's triggering, I think, even on both sides. It's a lot of truth, a lot of uncomfortable truth in here. I like that. I like that tone. Let's, it's conversational off rip. Yeah, that's who we are.
Shawty, after all the fighting, fuck is better. You got your left one and your right in, all of your vendetta. You punched me in my fucking jaw, you ain't have to do that.
Here's the thing. You really can't change a woman with no tactic. That's why it's important to, you got to pick one that you feel after time of spending with them that, this is something that I can invest myself into. That's why you don't make the quick decision. You can't change somebody. You got to just appreciate where the fuck they at, and have the faith and put little breadcrumbs down for their growth and hope they eat them motherfuckers. But it ain't shit you can do. You can't buy a nigga to change. You can't tell a nigga, you can't buy scripture, you can't teach a nigga to change. There's nothing you can do. You just gotta hope that a person wanna make those changes within themselves, and sometimes they don't. Just took like a Justin Timberlake turn on me. Feel like Timbo just came in the studio, switched the beat up midway. I like it though. She says she's a masochist, so come give you a masochist. This nigga got some wordplay in this R&B shit. I see. My man did the Jacquees impersonation on the song, but not dissing, just giving him some love, but just showing, yo, I can do you and shit. I ain't never heard no R&B nigga do that.
What you mean that you ain't fucking me no more, little bitches? You dumb. Slacking on my pimp, it made you leave me for a new one. Girl, I'm way too wavy, let you play me like it's too fun. Malice in my palace, you the salad to my crouton.
This comes the time where you wonder where men and women are at with this relationship thing sometimes, especially in the single world, more so than anything, because like shit, now everybody's their love for real is getting this money. It's like nigga, I can't love a motherfucker when I'm broke. It's hard. It's hard for love to be sustainable when you worried about shit. You can't just give your best to somebody when you're stressed, when you got a lot of mental shit, like, and then you got a relationship on top of that shit of some jealous motherfucker who ain't worked on themselves, and it's just you gotta want that shit. You gotta really want to have a relationship for that shit to work. If you don't want it, if you just focused on the money, then get the money. Stay focused on the money, because there'll come a time when you start worrying about other shit. You get older, whatever you think you give a fuck about now, and you won't later. It's gonna be a different thing you give a fuck about. Okay, now I'm totally convinced that fucking Timberland is on this album heavily. I smelt it earlier, but now I see this motherfucker. I done had to ask many women, "Are you fucking dumb?" too many times, because you be wondering, like, you just gotta remember that we do think different. So it's times when women are looking at us like, "Nigga, is you fucking dumb for even thinking that or saying that?" And we definitely have the same thing. So this song, both parties can wear it, and that's the good thing about a lot of his songs is like, yeah, it may sound like it's coming from a man perspective, but a lot of that shit you can take back because, man, I've seen both sides. I've seen men act like women, and I've seen women act like men, and both of that shit, both of those are a turn off.
So fucking careless, caught in my fucking ways. You should not have to wait. I've been so fucking selfish, insecure cause I'm jealous. I want nobody with you, still got my sneaky lane.
Yes, man, we get so caught up in that glimpse of just your woman fucking somebody else. We can't take it. It fucks our whole psyche up. The day don't go right. Like everything goes in reverse when we get a whiff of that. Which is like, I'm telling men right now, we need to get in control of that little shit. It's all possession. You think you own the shit. You don't own no piece of pussy, and the society got you fucked up thinking that if you marry a girl, or if you say that this woman is my girlfriend, that you somehow own her fucking pussy. She don't own your dick. You don't. She don't. It's vice versa. It goes both ways. Don't nobody own nobody else's shit. Yeah, he's really letting out like ugly men, stupid truths, like the stuff that we wouldn't really want you to know, like that we go through, like the feelings, the all of the super bullshit, the ego, the possessiveness, all of that. He's just draining it out on this. Some niggas get off to it. Some niggas I see, they will take their wife to another nigga and love that shit. I still don't understand that fully, but I do look at those guys as free. I'm like, ooh, somehow that nigga's mentally stronger than me. I want to not give a fuck. Wouldn't that be the day? Like, and you continue to be married and no love is lost, but if your girl needed to do that, you let her. And most women be like, fuck that shit.
Just fuck in the kitchen, I'm trying to make sure that you with it. You know that I get it. You got a spot and you know that I hit it. You got somebody, know you got somebody, and you know that nigga, he just don't hit it. Cause if he hit it the way that I hit it.
This nigga Tory. This nigga Tory is so triggering on this motherfucking album. I love it. He talking about the makeup sex. Motherfuckers break up just to have makeup sex. They love a movie. We love as much as we love movies, we love to create our own movie and make our movie exciting with the up and downs and shit. We just break up and then we come back, and then like you try to rekindle the spark, like when it first happened, and it's moments where you get there, but then it's like the reality always sets in. Once you come, just wait it out.
Me touch you tonight. It's so warm in my bed. And you know it's right.
This is a different little lane for Tory in my eyes from the Tory that I see. Of course, I can only speak from that point. It feels a little like the Weekend ish. I like that. Those Roger Zapp vibes with the voice box. This is like a song to take a breather after the onslaught of fucking, toxic you get early. So this is a good little, like, just gasp for air.
Yeah, yeah. Hey. Ooh, loving you right, loving you right, loving you.
Kind of one of them joints, them songs when you just in Vegas, you chilling, the sun going down, you in a cabana. You know what I mean? That's that type of vibe. You just chilling, you trying to find a straw and shit. I mean, when you get the chance to have the goat, a young goat like Chris Brown come on there, it's always gonna be dope. And then I always like to compare, R&B singers on it, just a little bit, kind of like I would do hip hop verses. Chris Brown got him just off of style, but and voice, because I like Chris Brown's voice better than Tory Lanez. But this is all love. Both of them did they thing. It's a cool, just little vibe record.
Yeah, yeah.
said it. He said it at this time, and it's funny how evolution works. You know how you meet people. You can fall in love with somebody who's not even really the right one. It happens all the time. And then maybe if y'all met at a different point at different ages in life, it would just perfectly work out. You know, that's the trippy part about life. You'd be like, damn, why would you even make me fall in love with a motherfucker like that? It wasn't gonna be the thing, but that's life, dog. That's where you get the lessons. You know, that's where you get the strength to really create some dope shit. It's just so funny to see like the broke guy and the rich guy go through the same problems, just different degrees. And then even with the women, the broke girl and the rich girl, same shit. We all go through the same problem. We just think it's different. We just all retarded, and nobody really realizes it. We got some really smart people who breeze through this earth, and they really can't even take it. They can't stand it. Good song. I like this. Man.
I know you waiting for somebody new. When all my friends are showing me no pics of you. All on the gram with your man, smiling on them hands like he just do you so much better than I do.
Mr. BET Uncut himself. I give him that because of this thing he do on Instagram, man. He brings the ladies on and they shake their asses, and it's the greatest show on. It's the greatest thing ever. Women like it, well, they hate it if they got a man, but single women love it, single men love it, and married men love it. But everybody else would hate on it. This is the hating shit, man. After you done lost your joint and then she got a new joint, because a girl always gonna get a new joint. Like, it's inevitable. They'll get right into it. Once you see him with them, that feeling that you get like, that nigga ain't. That's what you settling again. Like, oh, you hating. I'm like, yeah, I'm hating, but it's like, what you gonna do? The thing is, time heals all. That's why old people laugh at us when we talk this love toxic ass shit.
Exes, they get to finding somebody till they realize that they need me. I'm on an island in Mexico, sexy hoes with me, you know that I'm sleepy. She wanna touch it and tease me. I tell her fucking me ain't easy.
Cause y'all women, y'all wild. Y'all connect to a nigga who's very indifferent to you, which is the wildest thing in the world. The more I get away from you, the more you like want me more. And I'm like, nigga, like, what is this? Then with a nigga up in your face, you like, oh.
Feels good, but it don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing to me. When it feels good, but it don't mean nothing.
I'm gonna make this real clear. Men feel the same way about sex that women do about attention. Okay? Like, for men, attention is like, yeah, we need attention, but well, yeah, get the fuck away from me, man. It's like I'm cool. I'll get the attention when I really need the attention. With women, it's like they always need the attention. With women and sex, it's like, yeah, they need the sex, but it's like, get the fuck away from me with that. But men, we really need the sex. I can't make it no more clear than that. Really like it. Really dope. He did throw you one more motherfucking toxic ass, we up out of here. And really, this ain't toxic. This just kind of giving you that male ego of how we be when we get our reins. Okay. Okay, I'm already in. It's Chris Rock said it best, and I don't think anybody can ever put it better. You're either married and miserable somewhere, or you're single and lonely. You choose one. Both has its ups and downs. You know what I mean? You just gotta choose a side. There's no one better. Just you gotta pick a side. And guess what? One side isn't always final. So you can wholeheartedly choose a side and end up back on the other side. Whoa. Way to switch it up on this last song. He put the strings out for that ass. Let me switch it up. And then started spitting. Wasn't expecting that. Didn't spit for real throughout the whole shit. Bit of a tearjerker there. Be careful at the end because it got that my man with that voice who come and crack in on your ass. Like, you get the whispering that shit at you. Woo! Great song. Great song. That might be the best joint. Playboy album concept and theme. Come on now. He talking that shit. he talking about just, it's not even just being a superstar, it's just being a man, you know, and being out in this world. And it's a heavy relationship song. It's really a breakup album mixed with, you know, toxic reveals. It's gonna make you really think about whatever situation you in or was just in. From the cover to the lyrics to the sound, it all adds up. Kind of thought it was gonna be just all about him having it all together and like fuck that love shit and I'm just out here balling doing my thing. But he really dove into it and dove into how tough it is and just put it all on the table. Artwork, really jiggy. It's got that low tone lighting. Just him in the whip with all of these girls. Trying to, literally, now that I've heard the album, it's just him trying to get over the real girl he loved and just filling his life with a bunch of bullshit that don't really mean nothing, but just, you know, just coasting. So I love the imagery. It definitely adds right up. I'm gonna go with an 8. Production on this really catered to him. I'm sure he had a lot to do with the production on here. I felt like Timbo was involved on here. Just a lot of the sounds were, I could sense them. You know, I like the production on here. Production is high for me. It's very R&B, man. You know, and it's new age R&B. You know, it's really setting a precedent. I feel like it is really a good R&B album because you only get one, you know, rap verse at the very end, which is well worth it. I'm gonna go high on that. We're gonna go 8. Creativity is high for me because I feel like that's where he really wins. Because he's super creative, and I know he had a lot to do with the production side and also the lyric side. Song arrangement, he's crazy. He's on another level. It was really times in here where I was dazzled. I was like, God damn, okay, I see what time it is. You know, this guy's really put into work. He's really put into work to become one of the, you know, top artists in this game. I'm gonna go with a 9. Replay value for me is a 8. I think that, you know, this is kind of setting a new precedent for what R&B really is in the new school. This is kind of like bringing it to the rubric to because he's bringing in real R&B elements like that really impacted and changed the game. So it's a lot of canvases on here I want to hear again. He just did a really good job with it. You're definitely gonna play this back. There's no way you're gonna listen to this and not have playbacks from it. We're going with an 8. Impact to the culture and the game. I feel like this is a big one. Everybody know that R&B has taken a hit over the last few years, especially from, you know, male R&B artists and just having a spotlight. They've been there, but they haven't had the spotlight and the backing to put out like the best records. You know, this is setting a rubric for niggas. You know, you got to follow. You gonna have to bring your shit. 8. From a lyric standpoint, he connected on so many levels. It's so much truth in this album that it's scary. It connects with you. It's a lot of feeling. You're out of your mind if you tell me you listen to this and don't think the lyric content is very high for an R&B album, dog. We're going with a 10. So this album scored a 59. It's a good album, and it's right on the cusp. It's like a point away from being a classic, which it's no lower than that. First listen, high B+ album. He tapped into a new age of R&B. And shout out to the boy Tory Lanez. Anybody who had anything to do with it, shout out to y'all. Shout out to One Umbrella Records, man. And that's it for me. I love you if ain't nobody ever told you that. And we gonna be back. Aha.